Hello and welcome to the Thrifty Author. I'm your host, KLC Martin, and today we are continuing with our series on social media. And today I want to talk about your website versus your social media. What are they good for? What do you need them for? Do you need both? What can you do on one that you can't do on the other? So let's dive in. Your website, as I've mentioned in other episodes, is the one piece of internet real estate, so to speak, that is yours. You pay for the domain name, the hosting, and you control it. And so you're not at the mercy of a publisher or a social media platform or some other entity to allow you to have a presence. This is one that you pay for and maintain yourself. That gives you a degree of control that you don't have in really any other context. So that's an important reason to have a website, even if for you it is mostly an anchor page where you can send people to find a listing of your books in chronological order or to make important announcements. It's still necessary and valuable to have that anchor where people can find out about you, read your bio, find a listing of your books. Maybe your upcoming events. It doesn't have to be fancy or extensive, but having that address where people can find you and you control it is a huge piece of owning your brand and owning your narrative about who you are and what you write. So having a website, I think, even in an age of social media, is non-negotiable. It's also how you signal to the world that you're serious about this writing stuff, that it's not just a hobby. This is a serious business. This is something that you are dealing with professionally, and professionals have websites. So I think even from an external perspective, having a website, having an email address tied to that website is a step up in perceived professionalism, and you want to do that. You want to be as professional as you can and have people recognize that professionalism. So you have a website. Why do you need to be on all the social media? Well, because even with websites that are user customizable, like all of the WordPress-based websites, where you no longer have to go hire somebody to update your site every time you want to add something new, or that are blog based. So you can, maybe you have somebody set up the framework and the look and feel, but you can control the conversation and post the updates yourself. It still lacks the traffic and the conversational aspects that are baked in on social media. Why is everybody on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram and some of the other sites? Because the other people are there, because they go to get in a conversation, because their readers are there. And it is a lot easier to go where your readers are already congregating and find out the demographics of the different social media sites and then meet your readers there than it is to attract people to your website and your blog. No matter how clever and engaging you are, you're making them step out of one place to go to another place, and that's always going to have an attrition. So you invite as many people as you can, give them reasons to come follow your website, because again, you own that, and it's harder for anybody to take it away from you. But understand that the majority of the people you're going to interact with are going to be on social media. That's where they go. That's where they hang out all day. That's where they check the messages. That's where they are more likely to see your posts. And so ideally, you have a back and forth going between social media and your website. Your social media posts can give people reasons to go to your website, and your website steers people to your social media sites so that they can more easily have an ongoing conversation with you. Because as we've all seen with blogs, even when people comment, and most people don't, you don't have the same kind of conversation on a blog that you have very easily in a medium like Facebook or Twitter or many of the others. So the two pieces work together, your website and your social media, so that you can reach the maximum number of people in ways that facilitate conversation and help create that relationship between you and your readers, which ultimately means they remain invested in your characters and your books and your series, and they're much more likely to know about and buy your next book when it comes out. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll be talking more about social media and all things authorly here at the Thrifty Author, so we'll see you online.